are back finally talking about the second episode of Series 11 of Doctor Who on the first series of technically the 15th Doctor, but we're calling her the 13th Doctor. Because the whole...
War Doctor and Tent regenerating into himself.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, technically she's number 15. Anyway, so we're going to start from the beginning, which I think is going to be classic Doctor Who title sequence showed up.
Yes, I did enjoy that quite a bit. Even during the little bit that we got last week during the end credits, it was just really fun to see just the Troughton and Pertwee era intro in the 21st century with a bit more of a budget. It was fantastic. I loved it.
Yeah, and what really stood out for me is you got the title sequence, which you're like, okay, even me who has only seen the series, I know that that's like old school, classic, let's follow the titles into the void.
Yeah. I don't know if they're going for a time tunnel or the time vortex this year.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'm fine with either because both are cool. But yeah, it'll be nice to have classic era Doctor Who back again.
Yeah, and of course at the beginning we have 30 seconds later at the beginning, but when we see the actors and the characters, they are 4 characters are swooped up by 2 different types of people's ships, and I like how like the first 15 minutes or so, I'll say 15 minutes, is just focus on the companions.
Yeah. Which I mean, that's kind of how the classic series always was. It would focus on the surroundings around the Doctor rather than the Doctor itself.
Yeah.
It was just kind of there, which I really enjoyed because it was just a return to what classic series.
It's also Doctor Who because because like the early reviews showed up for this episode. Caught to me is the CG.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like when we see the ships or when, layers on.
It's certainly a huge step up from what the modern series is used to, which is good.
I'm just thinking like the action-wise, like having a shot of like a ship slowly crashing into land, you're kind of like, that would never happen like last year.
No, yeah. Hell, I mean, even think back to even Series 5 and stuff, and I know I keep referencing Series 5, but I just love Series 5. Like the Weeping Angel 2-parter, we didn't see the Byzantium crash, it was just already there.
Yeah. And I mean, the only thing I think about is maybe in the time, like the last part of it, that could be close with the giant action scene of hanging, with the missiles, all that.
Yeah.
But
I guess that's what happens when you get the same production company that made
Blade
Runner 2049. Yeah,
which is a great movie.
I love Blade Runner 2049.
It's like first time we are having the Doctor saying basically do not touch anything, even though you're on a planet for the very first time, which is very Doctor-y. There's a moment halfway through where we get the what is going on, that hey, these 2 people are contestants.
Which once again, it just felt like classic series Doctor Who. It really did. Like this was just an exact scenario that wouldn't have been out of place back in the classic series.
And we find out that it's a waste. It's not like these people have, because it used to be like from last year would be like a life and death scenario. And
exactly. I like how they're going for smaller scale stories this year. That is really nice.
It's like a simple story with a big budget. Probably it's the best way to describe it. And the moment she's talking about a hologram, it's like, it's been a while since a hologram. I'm like, that's very Matt Smith 11-ish when she's yapping about a hologram for a long time. She saw
although I don't know when she's talking about.
Like,
I don't know. Like,
oh, it's been a while since it's in a hologram.
no. She was saying this since I was a hologram. I was a hologram once, and the only thing I can really think of is she talking about the 3-part episode from series 10? Is that what she's talking about there? When the whole world was a hologram?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, I know it was just a funny line, but I was just like, when was the Doctor a hologram?
Yeah,
I'm just trying to think
I
of
was
this.
counting the have a fantastic life scene from
Yeah,
series
I know.
10.
Yeah, literally, what just popped into my head was exactly what you were just talking about.
Yeah, I was just thought like how she said it. It's just like, oh, that reminds me a little bit of 11, maybe 10.
Yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
definitely a
think I
very
think I think
doctorish,
the
like
best,
modern doctorish line.
yeah, like I'm thinking like the best way to ascribe, even though it's 2 episodes, best way to ascribe this Doctor is it's a mix. It's a merge between 10 and 11.
Yeah, I mean, I don't particularly see that.
Uh,
She seems to have her own, like she's definitely got the basic aspects of the Doctor.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then she's kind of made it her own without like kind of piggybacking on anyone else. I
Yeah.
just see the Doctor, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad they haven't actually done what I was so fearful that they were going to do with this series, is just like drown home the fact that the Doctor was now a woman. They're not doing that. It's just the Doctor's the Doctor.
That would happen a year ago.
Oh, absolutely, it would have happened. Yeah,
if Moffat was writing like, oh, I cast like I don't know some other a woman as a Doctor, it would be a massive thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Look at what he did with Bill Potts.
Yeah, I get it. She's gay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but we don't have to have it crammed down our throats every 30 seconds.
Yeah. I'm one of those things like, hey, that person is gay, has a girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. Let's just move on. Let's focus them as a character first.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
When the TARDIS first showed up, when they first asked what the ghost monument was, as soon as they started saying that it went through every 1,000 cycles and stuff, I was like, it's the TARDIS.
Yeah.
It's quite obviously the TARDIS.
Yeah.
I was like, it's the TARDIS. Wow, it's amazing. That's the thing. This episode hasn't really got much of a story. It's just people trying to get from point A to point B, and then just trying to survive in between. That's really what the story is.
It's basically character building. That's what it is.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about it. You got the boat scene. That's probably that's probably the best
between Ryan and Graham. Yeah, that's the character building scene. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you even have, and also if you're someone who has never seen an episode of Doctor Who, they kind of like step by step telling you a little bit about the show.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Like this one, they just telling that okay, the Doctor TARDIS, if people didn't know, is a old British police box, and she is a pacifist. She doesn't believe in guns and all that. Which I would say the scene where Ryan's is going out and thinking it's Call of Duty or something, like that was a good scene.
That made me laugh. Yeah, both times I was like, "Oh, that's funny."
and then the Doctor's like out of the building, and then the rest of it is action based.
Yeah, that's true. Although then you get the scene right at the end. Well, not right at the end, but when the Remnants, I think are they called the Remnants?
Yeah, I think it's the Remnants.
Yeah. The Remnants are starting like talking to the Doctor and everything, and then you get a little bit of the start of the story arc. I thought wasn't that is a story
series. that is a story arc, Christian. The whole
although in his defense, it might be like the Pandorica opens, Silence Will Fall, where Silence Will Fall actually leads into the next series, not so much this one. But that seems like the start of a story arc to me.
There is a story arc. There's a story arc. Unless you go and do like Torchwood, Oh, Torchwood gets mentioned now again, but it doesn't get.
We know, this is all that we've seen so far. This is episode 1 and 2, but to me, that seems a lot like a story arc.
And and how it ends is a story. It feels like you're ended on a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what do you actually think of what do they say? The the forgotten child, the out of time child,
timeless
the
child.
child.
Yeah, I reread that line. It was like the outsider, the one who got abandoned and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What do you think it means? Because I've got my theory, but I just want to know what you think.
I think that was the thing that she, when she was a boy, she, yeah, when she was a boy, that was maybe something that kids mocked her over, and maybe that was like a childhood little like a nickname.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a lot more. I thought it was a lot less subtle than that. I just thought there were maybe a lot more subtle. I thought that we were talking about his granddaughter that he left behind back in the Dalek invasion of Earth, Susan Foreman. That's where my mind first went. And then my second thought was, are they going to make the Doctor pregnant? God, I hope they're not going to make the Doctor pregnant.
What is? It's not. What's that like soap opera British show? It's like,
which one? There are so many. Hollyoaks. EastEnders.
That's what I'm thinking of. Oh god. I'm like, if that
the character, yeah, like the whole like new characters that they brought in, I'd love to see them again.
Yeah. I mean, of course, you got the one who says, "I just want to get there because there's personal reasons," and then you get the guy who's like, I just want money. I just want money. And I got just a cigar that can just easily click on a finger and turn into a massive bomb. Yeah. And then you think about
talking about like the guy, the host of the game. He seems like someone who would like that. That certainly seems like a plot, like a character that would have been in the classic series of the show.
Yeah, and he's just there's no anything resolved. He just goes. Then we don't never see him again.
Right at the end, we're taking these guys with us. Pfft, no, click out of there. Fantastic.
Yeah. The last thing about the end of the timeless child thing, I think that's more hints about the Master. That at the end of the series we're going to get the Master.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
I wouldn't mind if it was the Rani. Do you know who the Rani is?
No, because I'm thinking like who out of the like the aliens, but who's the most look like human person villain out there? And it's like the only one I can think of is the Master, and that's it.
The Rani is basically the female Master. That's basically what she is from the classic series.
You mean Missy?
No, I'm talking about the original Missy, the Rani.
Yeah. Imagine if like,
and not Rani from the Sarah Jane Adventures either. This is a villain called the Rani.
Yeah, I'm thinking, what if now this is a Tom Baker reference? What if the Master looks like what he looked like back in the Tom Baker one?
Oh, Anthony Ainley. Oh, wait, which one? Anthony Ainley or the kind of burnt one?
The burnt one.
Oh, actually, that could be cool. I'd like that.
Yeah, that could be something. Because I think I once tried to watch a Tom Baker episode. It was The Deadly Assassin.
Oh, that's great. I love it.
Yeah. Anyway, what's that? And then so we got our big villain, which is Wags.
Yep, Flying Rag.
We got staring shop dolls. We have stone angels, and then right at the bottom we got Wags.
Yep,
pretty much.
Yep.
This is again.
I'd put Weeping Angels below them, but that's just my.
Yeah, but to say like things that might be threatening, is Wags.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But if you think about it, this is an episode that doesn't really have a villain.
It doesn't, no, because as you said, it's much more character building than anything else.
Yeah. Then we had everything goes well. We had the endless child thing, and then
the clicking cigar.
Don't forget that. Actually, when I saw that in the trailer, I thought she was doing the TARDIS click.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was I think that was what it was supposed to. Yeah.
Because I felt like they were going to make this like the TARDIS reveal the most epic thing you will try and be the most epic thing.
I'm glad they didn't.
Yeah.
My God, I'm so done with Doctor Who trying to be the most epic thing ever, because the Doctor's not that. Because between series 10 and 11, I watched all of the classic series again. I just missed that.
Yeah.
I was just, I'm
You're
just
like
so
Doctor
glad
Who's
it's
not an action show kind of
Pardon?
thing. You're like Doctor Who's not an action show.
No, it's not. The Doctor's just a guy that, well, the Doctor's just the Doctor. Yeah, just the person that just goes through time and space helping people.
Yeah.
He's not this, well, they're not this great, big like adventure action hero type. Then that's just not who the Doctor is.
Yeah. I mean, there might be action elements. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
as the episode shows, that there is, but
Yeah.
But
it's not all action based. He's not pacifistic James Bond. Let's just say that.
No, that's number 3. Yeah, him doing karate chops.
No. Speaking of the Third Doctor, Venusia Nikito. That was a reference to the Third Doctor.
And then we slapping that Guardians of the Galaxy meme with who?
That's what he does. The chopping of the chopping thing.
The TARDIS being nice. Good.
I'm going to open with your thoughts. What did you think of the new TARDIS?
I picture you hate it. Anyway, no, I like the outside. I
love the police box. The police box looks great. Then when you get into the inside, that's where it goes downhill for me. Yes, it's very Fortress of Solitude-y. That's the first thought that entered my mind.
I mean, technically, you think about it, the Doctor is pretty much like a Superman version. No, Superman is like the superhero of.
But that's the thing. Have you watched like the making of the TARDIS documentary thing?
Yeah, I watched it like the first time before I did my review. I watched that feature.
Yeah, my God, do they not know how the TARDIS works?
They want to be hands-on, more hands-on.
No, I know, but the whole, the TARDIS gets its the power through harnessing the power of the time crystal that's in the center.
What's that?
That's not the way that the fucking TARDIS works.
Was it a lifesaver or something? Like,
it's
not even too much Star Wars.
Yeah, I know, and plus, I mean, I just don't like it. It's the one thing aesthetically that I do not like about this new version of the show. It reminds me of the Fortress of Solitude mated with the 10th Doctor's TARDIS. That's what it reminds me of.
I understand that.
I'm sorry if anyone's going to get pissed off by this, but you know what? As I said to my fiance, like when she asked me about it, I asked, what did I? She asked me, what did I think about it? I don't like it. Then I said, what exactly what I just thought you said it looked like. Well, what I said it looked like. And then I said, but hey, I didn't like Matt Smith's first TARDIS either.
Really?
I didn't like it at all when I first saw it. I said it looked like Willy Wonka designed it. That was my first thought. But then later on, it's grown on me, and I actually love that interior now. So
yeah,
it can grow on me.
I prefer that TARDIS versus what he got for Series 7.
I do too, but I still don't.
Which, of course, cross over with the party. Yeah. Like but basically, your opinion is, you redecorated.
I don't like it.
Yeah. From
as soon as I saw it, I was like,
so yeah, and that's kind of it. It is basically like, what's the story of it? It's just a lot of chatting and character stuff. It's what the episode is. It's
also, just got to mention this, just for anyone who might be listening to this, I'm going to be starting up Series 5 reviews very shortly. I'm going to be going in-depth into the history of making that series, and I'm probably going to expand to Series 6 and 7 as well at some point. So just got to get that out there.
Yeah, he's going to do a better job trying to review every single episode of the new series.
No, I'm just giving myself more time than like the time frame that you put yourself under to get it out all before Series 11. I'm not giving myself a time frame whether or not.
Because I haven't even done End of Time. I was like,
wow,
at least get like get David Tennant's error out of the way because you're nearly at the end. And I'm like, I haven't even done that.
Hurry up! What have you reviewed Waters on Mars yet, or?
Yeah, I've done it.
Oh, but so now just dubbed to End of Time. You haven't got that out.
Yeah,
Also,
because
yes, it's called Universal Reviews. Look it up, and there'll be something there soon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. But anyway, that's the end. We'll come back whenever. I have to go and sit on a couch to watch Daredevil.